Okay, so here is a very simple and a very easy way of cloning the site. So what you will need is one terminal and your file browser. Now I'm gonna go ahead and copy my own website, but this can be applied on really any website out there with any level of complexity. Believe me, uh, I mean, the procedure is quite literally the same, and then you can combine this knowledge with the with the actual creation of the wireless access point, and then you can basically be serving those sites instead. So this is very simple. I mean, there are a number of tools which you can use out there, like HT-Track, Set Toolkit, but they offer you a lot of options and possibilities, etc. And you really don't need to download every single thing from a certain website. You don't need to go to all the links and download everything from those links and all of that. However, you'll most likely be doing it like this as well, but at least it will be very simple. So I'm gonna go ahead and make myself a directory. So make mkdir site. I'm gonna go into that site, and then I'm gonna do mkdir. I would advise you to name your folders with the domain names of the websites. So I shall name mkdir.admin.com. And then I will go in there. This is just a folder structure that I'm creating for myself. You don't really need to do this unless if you don't want to. And then I'm going to use something that is pre-installed on Fedora and on pretty much every Linux distribution out there. The tool is called wget. Feel free to have a look at the help and man pages. You will find a lot of interesting things where you can give a list of sites and to be copied, etc. But I don't think anybody's going to be copying a whole bunch of sites like a list. You're probably more interested how to copy a single site at a time. So in order to do that, you will just go ahead and type in get, and you will use the m argument to basically mirror the site, and then you will use the k argument to all the sites on the link, all the links on the site, you want them to be pointing to the local site which you have downloaded. You don't want all the links pointing to the real website out there. And then I'm going to go ahead and type in HTTPS. This works on HTTPS and HTTP websites. It's completely irrelevant which protocol is being utilized, whether the encryption is being utilized or not. And then you will go ahead and type in your domain. I'm going to go ahead and type in www.admin.com, and I'm going to go ahead and press enter. Okay, so this is finished rather fast, and it usually will finish rather fast, perhaps not as fast, because my site is rather simple. And there you go, I have this this saved. So if I go into my file manager and I go into site and I go into admincrappunch.com and then I go into the folder where it has been downloaded, I get the index.html. And if I go ahead and open that up, just go ahead and move this to a new window. There you go. I'm not actually out there on the net. You can see that the link here, it says file, and then : home, chronic site, admincrappunch, www.admincrappunch.com, index.html. I have successfully copied the entire site without any problems of whatsoever. And then what you can do is open with and use kwrite or something like that. You can use this in Kali as well, or pretty much any Linux distribution out there. And now you can go ahead and implement the code that I have shown you in the previous tutorials. Now, of course, sites will not be this simple. You will have a lot more code in there. But believe me, if there is a login, they're gonna have to have these input fields where somebody basically inputs their username and password. So those are the fields which you need to actually modify. Anyway, that's quite literally it. It is that simple. There is no need to overcomplicate this or do anything like that. If you wish to, if some sites will block this, as they will judge this to be a scrape, as some sites do not allow scrapping. So you can place a -w, you can use a -w argument and then use a delay, like 10 seconds between requests or 20 seconds between requests or 5 seconds between requests, etc., so that the website wouldn't actually judge you to be, so that the website wouldn't actually stop you from loading it. Because there are websites which do not allow the scraping of their content. This is basically just one way of fighting it. So in order to scrap the content, you can scrap it like this. Just add a delay between your requests, and you should be fine. Unfortunately, I can't actually do demos on a lot of other sites out there that block the content, so I can show you what the blocked content looks like and what the non-blocked content looks like. But you'll get just read what you get here, and somewhere there will be a message stating, "Oh, we don't allow scrapping" or something like that. And then the delays can be added. Of course, you should not violate sites regulations or any regulations for that matter. Anyway, I know it's short, but it's that simple. There is nothing to it. Just wanted to give you this quick intro and a quick demo of how to do this. You can use a wide variety of complex tools out there, but really, why would you do that? Look, this is all the command. This is the only command which you will actually need for this sort of a task. It's pretty much the only command which you will need for this sort of a task. I can't imagine you needing anything else, or I don't use anything else. This is like rather simple. Why go any further? Sometimes I would use httrack, but that's for a completely different purpose. Anyway, gonna bid you farewell here and hope to see you in the next tutorial.